nigga, holler my set and watch it ride out. When you see me, nigga, holler my set. When you see me, nigga, holler my set. Yes, I'm alive and yes, you know. Yes, I'm alive and yes, you know. Yes, I'm alive and yes, you know. When you see me, nigga, holler my set.
One thing you gotta realize, the whole world know I hate rats, I hate snitches. I ain't into telling. So people always wanna know, is Pac dead, is Pac alive? I'm the wrong motherfucker to ask. But I tell you this, if you try to find a person who cremated Tupac, after he supposed to cremated Tupac, he retired and vanished into the sun. To the sunset, into the darkness. But like, if you look at it, when Pac moved on, I mourned, that's my little brother. And it was about trying to put Pac in the right perspective, to keep pushing this, what he believed in. When Biggie passed, it was about Puffy getting the opportunity to become a rapper. Because if Biggie wouldn't have left, Puffy wouldn't have been a rapper. So Puffy benefited more by Biggie not being here than Biggie being here. I lost when Pac went in the game because that made me have bitterness towards the game. Pac really not dead. Pac somewhere else, and maybe they get over. Maybe it's like
you're gonna start a whole nother.
I mean, it's the truth if you really look at it.
Did you see Tupac dead?
Nobody's seen Tupac dead. The thing is this. The person who supposedly cremated Tupac, who his mother wanted done quickly, if he passed. So this guy got about $3 million personally for me, cash. And next thing I know, I never heard from the guy since again. He retired and left.
One witness, Yafufula, said that he could identify the shooter.
Yafufula was an old friend of Tupac's, and he was riding in a car directly behind the one Tupac and Suge ran. So he was closer than anyone other than Suge.
Yafufula, who was in the front seat with me, was staring out of the window. So he saw the Cadillac before it even approached the car.
And he told the police right off, I saw who did it. And it's stunning to think that, okay, he said that and they didn't say, yeah, who is it? But they didn't. They said, okay, we want you to come in and make a statement. And, at some point in the future, they didn't even set a time.
After speaking with officers on the scene, the police's main witness, Yafufula, had said he would give a full statement to detectives. But promises to meet with the police are never kept. And 2 months later, Fula is shot in the back of the head.
Yafufula's murder is the most troubling because it happened so quickly, and he was the best witness.
Without having any witnesses or anyone being able to identify the suspect, it's essentially impossible to solve this thing.
You know what the fuck this is? What up, Trey? What's up, Puck? What up, Snoop? What's up, man, nigga? What the fuck is up, Coachella? Motherfucking bang up. Yeah. Machiavelli in this.
collection. Mariah Carey used it to perform 5 simultaneous concerts across Europe last year. I'm just dying to know how they did it, because when we did it here in the studio, the person needed to be alive, and you would put sensors on them and then do the interview that way.
Well, a lot of people think that Tupac actually, it was a fake death, so maybe this was kind of his coming back.
But Pac saved my life. The reason why I say Pac saved my life, I got shot in the head, got grazed some other places, but I still got the bullet in my head. It's still there. But for as trying to get him to the hospital, didn't make me realize that I was shot. Because usually when you get shot in the head, the first thing the person do is panic. You know, bam, I'm shot in the head, I'm about to die. You know. And once you do that, you can't drive nowhere. My whole thing was, Pac, he was shot. I'm like, you shot? I'm gonna get you to the hospital. I'm driving, telling him I'm gonna get to the hospital, kick back. Pac looked at me and said, you know what? You need the doctor more than me. You the one shot in your head. And we laughed the whole time going to find our way to the hospital. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't, Pac was a man the whole time. It wasn't that he was like, oh, I'm shot. He cracking jokes. He like, yeah, they shot me. He said, but you shot in your head. Look at your head bleed. Look how much it's bleed. That was Pac. And I'm like, man, shut up. I'm gonna get you to the doctor.
So he was conscious on the way to the hospital?
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
What's your name?
Paige Huff.
P-A-I-G-E.
P-A-I-G-E. Huff. H-U-F-F. From Los Angeles, California.
And what did you see?
Actually, we were kind of pretty far down the street when it happened. We didn't know if we heard gunshots, or we didn't really know exactly what we heard. We heard a lot of screaming, a lot of cars screeching. We were just hanging out, taking photos at the time. We ran up the street as cops were running past us, and by the time we got here, they were already taking, which now I found out was Tupac, into the helicopter away. He had been shot.
You said you saw some suspects? You saw the suspects?
Actually, yeah, the suspects that they apprehended in front of us were driving a small white car. Two gentlemen, they just took them out of the car, questioned them for a while, handcuffed them. They're not sure if they're the exact suspects, but they're the only ones that were around here at the time. By the time we got here, they did take them away after questioning for only about 5-10 minutes.
How young were they?
Just 2.
How were they dressed?
Very nice. Very nice. They were just very nice. Probably just came from the fight. No, actually not suits, but, you know, nice golf attire. So is that it?
Thanks, Paige.
Good. Thank you. Thanks.
Expect me, nigga, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga. I'm coming. Expect me, nigga, like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga.